Hi there everybody, thanks for joining me for today's demo. Today I'm going to dedicate this card to my sister-in-law Sue, who's an infection control nurse, and as you can imagine, having a tough time, as many other people are right now. So I hope this makes you smile, Sue, and you're doing a fabulous job, so keep up the good work. Right, I'm going to be using distress oxides. So this is fossilized amber and forest moss. First of all, inking up, just clean my Mackie brayer. So inking up in the fossilized amber, I'm going to transfer that straight over to the gel press. This is our 6 inch round gel press. This is the larger one. Okay, so the forest moss now, I'm going to use a smoothie. And I'm just going to build up a little bit of depth, a bit of colour around the edge. And hopefully you'll see this when it comes out. I'm hoping this is just going to give me a really nice dark edge. Almost like you're looking into the card. You'll hopefully see what I mean when I take the print. Right, okay. Now, taking the brushos, I'm going to take some of the yellow, tap off, and then just tiny little specks over the centre there. And I've got some of the moss green, which I'll take around the edge. Again, tap off, and then you get those really nice tiny little specks. And then what colour shall we have? A little bit of blue, I think. Let's see how this comes out. I'm always pleasantly surprised with this technique. Something different every time. So let's hope it's a good one today. Right, pop that over, smooth over. And let's see what we've got. Way. So you can see that the edge has worked. I wanted it to be darker around the edge, so you're kind of looking in to the lighter area. So I'm going to move that to the side now. I'm going to take that off as well before I get into a mess. I'm going to give that a quick blast just to sort of dry it off, although it's water-based and it does dry quickly. If it is still a little damp, it's not always great to stamp onto unless it's you know, dry. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to take my branch and nocturne. This is versifine. And then just pop that down the bottom there. Give that a good press. There we go. And then we're going to use one of our lovely crows. Got a little mark on there. There we go. Make sure he's completely covered, and then we're going to place him down like so. Now it's a silhouette stamp, so it needs a little bit of time and patience. Let that black ink soak into the card. And if it doesn't always come out, you know, you can just get your brush and fill that area in. It's not worth throwing your card away just because of that. Okay, let that rest. Hopefully. See, I've got a tiny little area there. So let's pick up our brush and I'll show you how easy that is just to fill in. There we go. Quick and easy. So I'm going to go with, I think, the moon over the top there, or the sun. So I'm going to just pop that like so. And then we're going to pick a colour. What colour shall we go with? Let's go with the warm breeze. So taking your smoothie, taking a fair bit off first, and then work your way around the edge. There we go, and you see how that really pulls our eye in to that focal point now. Okay, so we're going to build up the branch with some nice leaves and some berries now. So taking our small block and one of our mini stamps, we're going to ink up in the shady lane. And then let's take some berries and ink up in, this is Glamorous, which is actually quite a sort of pink colour. It's a pinky red, but it stands out on the card. And especially if you're stamping over a darker colour, it then looks more red. Okay. So I think we're going to put some foliage now at the top there. So let's take You can use any kind of foliage. You don't have to use the same as what I'm using. Anything that you've got is fine. I just want something hanging down. So I'm going to ink up in the Warm Breeze again. Just going to mask that area off. I don't really want to stamp over the white area with these. So I'm going to have those hanging down like so. And again. There we go. Okay, let's have a look at some words. Words we can pop down. I feel like we need to pick a little bit of the red out here, so I am going to stamp in the glamorous. And I'm going to use the word love. I'm going to add a little bit of colour to these as well. So taking the brush and let's have a look. Maybe we'll use the brush out. Now we only need a tiny little bit of colour. We don't want it to be too overpowering, so I'm really watering that down. Just so we've got a hint of colour. And it just makes that image a little bit more solid. Okay. Now I still feel like it needs something, and at this stage it's normally words. I just feel like it needs something more around the edge there. So again I'm going to mask off and I'm going to use one of our verses. As I've said to you before, it doesn't really matter what verse. There's some beautiful verses out there. So if we just pick something nice to go around the edge. So inking up in the Warm Breeze and masking off, I'm just going to stamp around the edge. And you can see the difference that that makes. It's exactly what I wanted. Make sure that's straight. Try not to get my head under the camera here. It's a bit difficult. I can't lean forward, so I can't see whether I'm straight or not. So apologies if it's a little crooked. And I'm going to do one more at the top here. There we go. That's great. I've actually managed to keep that quite clean as well, which is just quite amazing for me. So I'm going to really try not to mark it now. Right, we're going to put a little bit of glitter on and then we're done. So using the glue pen, I'm going to go around the edge. Okay, a few little dots around. And now the glitter, and still no marks on the card. That's great. What glitter shall we use? Maybe this one actually. Let's go for it. I mean, any of these glitters will work great anyway, because it's got a really nice fine glitter in there and a slightly coarser one. They just look fab, to be honest. Okay, so I'm going to try and tap that off without putting my fingers on it. There we go. Yay, there we go. No finger marks. Well, there's a tiny one there, but you can't see that, can you? Okay, thanks guys for watching, and see you again soon. Bye for now.